Testimonial Thursday. We are so happy to have you on my show today, live in the OChea studio with www.KEPXRadio.com. We are happy to have Eric J. Chambers with us today. And let me tell you something, you guys. You're talking about powerful, doing great things in the community. This is him. I'm talking about author, publisher, TV, radio, and a producer, doing great things. Welcome, Eric. All I can say is I'm so excited about what you're doing and all the great things that you're doing. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing today, because I've seen you out there doing some great things. Not only that, but you're helping the community. You got your book. You're an author. You're a publisher. I mean, what is it that you have not done? Because you got it going on. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing.
Well, I'm still doing pretty much everything that I've been doing all of my career. You know, radio, television, print. Even though radio has been kind of on a hiatus for almost a year now, I'm going to get going again this fall. Mm-hmm. I've been more on the other side of the interview, just like right now. Mm-hmm. You know, as I was on Sirius XM satellite radio a couple of weeks ago, and then a couple of months before that I was on Sirius on a different show. And then, of course, being on KTLA, the Robbie and Motter show on TV1. So mm-hmm. I've been doing the media thing, you know, as I continue to build my brand with the the Chambers Urban TV Network. Right. And so I'm in the process now of doing pre-production to launch that television show in the fall, in October, here in Los Angeles, the greater LA area, with the idea and the vision of going national, you know, at some point.
Yes.
And of course, I had a national TV show before. It was called The Gospel, and that show aired for 9 years, 137 episodes on the Word Network. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I was blessed to get a whole lot of, you know, wonderful fans and everything, and, you know, everybody from Arsenio Hall, Rick Warren, even Aretha Franklin and Natalie Cole told me they watched my show. Oh, it was a bomb. It was such an honor. Yes. You know, to be able to have people like that, you know, tuning in.
I remember the jazz book because we all used to listen to it. I mean, it was the bomb. I mean, the music was bumping. And not only that, but, you know, you also, your personality. I met you through being my manager from Divine, our group, and how you were on Channel 10 News here in San Diego. I mean, when I met you, you was doing big things then. So, you know, we missed you because you had to go to LA, but did we have it going on? Yes, we did. I mean, you was doing it. And the Jazz Bowl was the bomb. It was absolutely the bomb.
98.1 for 18 years.
Yes, yes it was.
1993 until 2011. And, you know, I may be going back on the radio in San Diego sometime soon as well, but wow. The main thing I'm trying to do is reestablish my television presence, and then, of course, when you have that, that opens up a lot of other doors as well. So, but I've been blessed to, you know, continue to persist. You know, there's a lot of people who've given up their visions and they've abandoned them.
Yes.
And it's not easy, especially when you don't have the financial backing.
Right.
But you just have to be like the woman with the issue of blood and just press your way forward.
That's right.
And that's what I've been doing, just pressing my way forward. And obviously, it's more difficult when you're going it alone like I have to do. But at the same time, you know, God is not interested in excuses. He only wants progress. So
that's right.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yes, you do.
There's a lot of people that have given up their visions and their hopes and their dreams and all of that stuff, you know, and so, but not me.
Right. And you know what we say, survivors are conquerors. That's what you are. You're a survivor and you're a conqueror. You conquer. And the point of it is, you have to know what you really enjoy today. Is this what you want to do? That's number one. Because if you're not unsure about what you want to be and what you want to do, your dreams are going to not they're going to fade, because you're not having that, speaking that into existence, that this is what I want to do, this is who I am, and constantly speaking in existence that you're going to be okay, that you're a child of the Most High God, that these things are going to come through. Yes. You guys are reaching www.KEPXRadio.com. We are here with Eric Chambers. And I'm going to tell you something, you guys. He is doing some great things here in Los Angeles right now. And as far as that, he's a friend of mine, but not only that, he's Dr. Eric J. Chambers. He's an author, he's a publisher, TV, radio, and producer. Now, you guys, I see you on Facebook Live. Yes, we are here, and yes, he is on. So we're going to be talking about some great things that he is doing and how did he get started. So, Eric, now, what are you doing right now that things are about to come up that you're doing in LA? I see you on the red carpet. I see you interviewing a lot of people, a lot of celebrities. What's coming up right now that you're about to do that's big?
Well, again, launching The Cut, the television show, which is a cultural urban TV show where we cover everything from red carpets to, to anything cultural, including black hair shows and fashion shows.
That's
and
right.
Even family reunions and line dancing and stuff of that nature. So stuff that you won't see on Access Hollywood and Entertainment Tonight, but you'll see it on that stuff that our people love.
Yes.
When I was on my book tour, I met people who remembered seeing my episode of my Jasper show that was on the Word Network.
Yes.
That I did for my family reunion in 2003. And out of all the 137 episodes, I'm amazed that people still remember that episode.
Oh, yeah.
I think one of the reasons is because it is it was like a cultural phenomenon. It's rare that you see family, a show with a real family reunion.
It's so true. It's true.
And so people love that. So that's what I'm going to continue to do. And, to celebrate us. You won't see any foolishness like Housewives and those kinds of shows, where they,
battle at each
show
other.
our people in a negative light.
Right.
They have enough, they have enough of those shows on the air, but you won't see it on my show, on my network.
Very positive.
So we're to edify and to celebrate and stuff like that. So
yes, and to glorify. Because, what I like about it, though, Eric, is that it's positive. It's a positive.
I grew up at a time in which I'm grateful that my childhood, we were watching shows like Good Times and The Brady Bunch and
we were just talking about that.
Sanford and Son and The Partridge Family.
Yes.
But now you have to keep an eye on your kids even on regular TV.
Yes, you do.
So
wow.
I'm grateful that I grew up at that time in which, the landscape of television was different.
Yes.
And, but I'm just kind of like going with the old school approach. I don't think that we should have, unnecessary conflict. Especially most of the time when you see it, it's showing black women acting a fool with other black women. And there's no need for that.
There's no need, right?
What about all the ones who don't cut up? What about the 97% who celebrate each other?
That's right.
But yet we're showing the 3% who are tripping over some dude or over, something crazy. And I think a lot of those people, when they look back over their lives and they look back over those shows, long after they're done, they'll likely say, what was I thinking?
Exactly. I remember we were examples. You know what I'm saying? And being an example was good teaching, raising the family, really basically schooling the kids. And it was a positive message to stay strong, stay powerful, hold on. And now we don't know where it's going. It's more like into material things. If you don't have this and if you don't have that, you're not in that, you're not happening. If you don't have this, or the girl ain't doing this, you ain't in the cut. You know what I'm saying? You ain't in it. So we need to rephrase, and we need to really go back to where it's like saying, what you're doing something positive in your life. That's what keeps you going. That's what your young kids are looking for. That's what you're going to need that feeding, you know what I mean, to keep them kids saying, you know what, I can do that too. But not looking at a necklace or a gold or a car and say, you know, this is going to make me. That's not going to make you. And that's not going to get you anywhere.
It's about legacy building.
That's right.
What do you want your legacy to be?
That's right.
You know, I'm proud of you, what you're doing with your fashion.
Thank you.
The studio there.
Thank you.
You're creating a legacy that Andre and anybody else who's working can look back and say, you know, not looking back, but even right now.
That's right.
As I explained to my daughter, you know, with me creating The Cut, my
Yes.
television show, and
Yes.
TV network, it's a slow, methodical progress. Again, when you don't have the money, even though there's a lot of people out there that have it and can help out with no problem.
Right.
But at the same time, too many of our people are consumed with stuff. They would rather invest in things than people.
Yeah, that's
people
right.
who make this stuff.
There it is. Come on now.
Imagine if we ever took the time and say, you know what? I see this brother or this sister's already laid the foundation.
Mm-hmm.
They just $50,000 away from taking it to the top.
That's
and
right.
hiring other people.
That's right.
But
Wow.
our people, unfortunately, especially those in entertainment, the hip hoppers and even the athletes, then they have no problem spending $50,000 on some spinners for their vehicle to get stolen.
My
But if you
God.
ask them for $5,000 to invest in your business,
Right.
it's like you have lost your mind.
Right. It's backwards.
On top of that, and then the investment, Shepard, doesn't even always have to be money.
It
The
doesn't.
investment could be a simple tweet.
Yes.
Imagine if Shaq or Beyonce or
Yes.
someone like that with a huge following
Yes.
tweeted the Cut Network to
Right.
his brother, $1
Right.
to everybody.
Right.
Just that alone.
Yes.
But what happened is they would be looking, people, you know, they would be looking for what's in it for them. How am I going to benefit from this?
That is correct.
But how do you benefit when you tweet about Trump?
Right.
Tell me
Nothing. You're not getting nothing back. Wow. That is
If
powerful.
you're getting nothing back about Trump,
Right.
why do you have to get something back regarding me when I'm one of the people who helped get you to where you are by supporting you?
Well, it also
And so I
shows.
think that our people,
Yes.
and if I was somebody's publicist as a high-profile person, or their manager,
Yes.
I would say this is what we're going to do.
Uh-huh.
Once a week, we're going to tweet a small black business of the week.
Yes. That would be beautiful.
Once a week. So that's 4 times a month. We're going to reach out. That's the way we're going to give. Because
Right.
if you like the product, okay, Shepard has some beautiful African attire.
Right.
Okay, or whatever it is.
Right.
Okay, we're going to tweet her out this week.
Right.
She's our tweet of the week.
That would be
And they go
wonderful.
back to the other Trump stuff, you know. But again, people will tweet. One thing that you will never see on my Facebook or none of my social media is like if you see people making fun of other people. You got somebody who's overweight and everybody is like, oh, look at this person.
Right.
That's somebody's child.
Yes, it is. And you must pray for them.
Somebody's child.
Right.
And certainly, and furthermore, if you will point out this person not at their best, you know, at their worst, why don't you tweet me at my best?
That's right. Hey, man, I like that. Tweet me at my best.
Think about it.
That's so true. You are reaching www.KEPXRadio. Wow, we're having some good conversation here with Dr. Eric J. Chambers. Here, we're speaking to him in Los Angeles. He's doing some wonderful things. He is a publisher, an author. He's doing producer, doing some great things. A lovely friend of mine. We're talking about things that are going on today as far as supporting each other or what he's doing also with his new show coming out, The Cut. Now, Eric, I wanted to ask you a little bit about your book, because I was one of them who got one of your books, and I tell you, it was a beautiful book, a beautiful story, all about the heritage. Tell us a little bit about your book, and will you be selling more? Because I understand you ran out. So we want to get some more of these people.
The book is called Dining with the Ancestors.
Dining with the Ancestors.
Dining with the Ancestors.
Beautiful.
When heroes come to dinner. Emmett Till's mother, Mrs. Mamie Till Mobley, was my surrogate grandmother.
Wow.
And for those who don't know, Emmett was a 14-year-old black kid brutally murdered August 28, 1955 in Money, Mississippi for allegedly whistling at a white woman.
Right.
But I learned about the story there in San Diego at Mesa College back in 1987.
Yes.
And in 2000, I brought her to town when I executive produced a play called the state of Mississippi.
State of
And
Mississippi.
it's killed.
Right.
And so while there, we went out to lunch and dinner, and there was a picture of us dining at a restaurant in downtown San Diego. And one day, after I had left the Word Network, I was trying to figure out, what am I going to do next? I'm going to still continue doing stuff, and with the cut, with my network. And basically, I was looking at that picture of us at dinner, and I thought about the fact that I had dined with her, and I dined with Sister Rosa Parks, and with Frankie Beverly, and Don Cornelius, and Andre Crouch, and Thelma from Good Times.
Yes.
Don Lewis, all these people that I watched on TV and were heroes of mine. I was like, man, I've dined with them, so I'm going to start asking celebrities if they could dine with anyone from history, who would it be? You know, whether dead or alive.
Right.
And, you know, two of the first people that I talked to were, like Randy, absolutely loved the question. And so did Kendrick Lamar.
Yes.
Loved it. And as a result, I just, you know, carried on and continued asking the question. And as a result, the book, you know, it's been sold out for about a year and a half, but I'm prayerful that by the holiday season, I'll be back in the mix with it. But you can still go to diningwittheancestors.com to check out the interview with me on Roland Martin's show, as well as the trailer. I got a trailer that I did, and you'll see Gladys Knight say that Dr. King was her cousin. Nobody knew that.
Nobody?
You know,
Wow.
And then, yeah, she said she would want to dine with her late mother, Angelo,
Yes.
and Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who she said was her cousin. In fact, she said, I'd like to dine with him again,
My gosh.
which means she had dined with him before.
Yes, she has.
And so,
Wow.
so it, you know, if I wasn't a journalist, Deborah, I would likely be I would like to be a history teacher. And so as a result, I've been able to take my love for history, my skills as a journalist, merge them together, and I came up with this book. And, you know, people all over the nation have bought it. In fact, one of my greatest accomplishments was that a copy of my book was in South Africa in the home of Winnie Mandela.
Wow.
She
My
had
God.
my book for about a year before she died earlier this year.
That's a blessing.
One of my friends from San Diego, he was going to South Africa, and the lady who was hosting him was friends of hers, and they went over to her house and hand-delivered it, and you know, that is such an honor, because she's actually in the book. She and Nelson Mandela are in the book. Several people said they would want to dine with Mandela,
Oh, gosh.
including
Yes.
Bishop T.D. Jakes.
Yes.
You know, Bishop Jakes is in my book.
Yes.
So, you know, that's one of the great accomplishments that, you know, this book that I wrote, you know, in my apartment, you know, ended up in South Africa. There were several other copies there. And then when I see some of the celebs, like Loretta Devine and various others have told me that, oh, your book is on my coffee table.
Yeah, I see you on Facebook with them,
it's
yeah.
Always,
It's amazing.
yeah, it's always an honor when you have people of that sort who appreciate your work.
Yes.
You know, it's just that you know, I just need to take this thing financially to the next level. But like I said, what I'm in the process of doing also is the Emmett Till story.
Yes.
That weekend when I had Mrs. Mobley in San Diego, I have decided to turn that into, I've already got it as a documentary, but the plan now is to expand the 30-minute documentary that I ran on the Word Network and expand it to about 90 minutes, get it on Netflix. And in addition to that, you know, I want to create a museum here in the greater LA, Orange County area. You know, a Black History Museum, but the central figures would be Mrs. Mobley and Emmett Till, since I, you know, had a front row seat to her life.
Wow.
And was honored that I even spoke at her funeral. And so I even have video of me speaking at the funeral. I got video of us. I'm the only one with video of us at the cemetery when we buried her and put her on a horse-drawn carriage that
My God.
was rolled by Emmett's grave one last time before she went to her own tomb. So, so you know, that's what my new vision is, you know, from the nonprofit side, is to educate our people and remind people this is where we came from. You know, we owe a tremendous debt of gratitude to people like Emmett Till. who was only 14 when he was brutally murdered.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
And people who are in interracial relationships. There's a guy named Emmett Till who was just, tortured so that you can have the right to date who you want.
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody else can pay the price.
I know. It wasn't as,
so a lot of times,
it's my heart.
A lot of times people need to be reminded of
Yes.
who opened these doors.
Right.
Because Emmett was brutally murdered for whistling at a white woman, and now you can marry one.
Right.
Which I have no problem with, and I think it's wonderful. But at the same time, people need to be reminded of our history. That again, there was a tremendous price that was paid for you to have this right.
That's right.
And even the athletes and entertainers, and even not just them, church folk, but just everyday folks.
Right.
When you see people who are trying to do well, trying to educate our people, the very person that I might, say for instance, meet some gangbanger. What happens if that gangbanger is on his way to take your life, and I get a chance to show him my work instead of him taking a life, he's now giving his life.
Wow.
You just never know how God is going to work that out, because they need to understand that they are important.
Yes, they are.
And then there's a legacy that needs to be upheld. Everybody goes and be gangbangers. What about Frederick Douglass and Harriet Tubman?
Right.
What about, Booker T and W.E.B.?
Right.
What about Fannie Lou Hamer, who was sick and tired of being sick and tired?
Right.
And Dr. Barbara Jordan. What about all those people?
Right.
Who's going to carry those legacies if we all forget and we become, fools out there, killing each other, hurting each other, and on top of that, when it comes to our people, there's plenty of room at the cross. We don't have to be jealous of each other.
Come on now. Come on now. You preaching now. You preaching.
I commend guys all the time. I commend women all the time. And there's people who are much greater editors and producers than I am.
Yes.
And I know how to give them that. Anything else, compliments them and say, man, how did you do that? That is awesome.
Well, I watched you.
Not only who I am, but
who you are. Right. I've watched you. And with me doing radio now, I've learned a lot from you. I've watched you grow with radio. And I was so inspired because not only did you just do radio, you did TV. You not only that, but you took it to a higher level. And I think that is so exciting to me to see those out there that are paving the way for me. And I think you are paved the way for me. I've watched the great things you're doing. This is where I am. This is what I like to do. And I look at those that inspire me, that gives me the same, say, hey, you can do that too, Shay. You can be that too. And that's why I'm so excited to have you on today. How can people reach you, Dr. Eric J. Chambers? How can they reach you about the cut and about your book so they can maybe order?
They can go to the Cut Network. Go to the Cut CUT, that's thecutnetwork.com, and you can see my trailer of me, my trailer for the book, and also mainly for the network itself. That's what I'm doing. And then also, I've been trying to get people to donate and help out as I try to tackle this journey. Well, I'm not only trying, I am doing it, but obviously with additional help. It makes it a bit easier because there's still things that you have to pay for. Even if you're gifted, you still, when you have to register certain things and license certain things and all of that, the journey is not, it's not a free one. But like I said, but I plan to, as long as I have breath, I will continue the legacy of Mrs. Mamie Till Mobley and Emmett Till.
That's right.
Emmett was her only child, and she was her mom's only child.
My God.
And so I tell people she was my surrogate grandmother, so somebody has to hold up the bloodstained banner for them.
That's right.
Everybody can't pretend as if, everybody can't carry on as if that never happened.
Right.
And just as the Jewish people make sure that folks never forget the Holocaust,
that's right.
Slavery was our Holocaust.
Yes, it was.
And the Civil Rights era was the part 2 of our Holocaust.
Yes.
And part of our Holocaust is still carrying on even as we speak.
Oh, yes, it is.
And but it is a way to remind people. And imagine if all of the youngsters who are out there murdering each other and killing innocent people and children and adults and all of that, if they not only learn their history, but embrace it and understand that we're better together.
Yes, we are.
You know, you taking a life and spending the rest of your days in prison, that it affects more than the deceased.
Yes, it does.
You know, it affects your family as well.
It affects us as a whole. It affects us as a whole. I mean, we are a family. And that's what the problem is, you know, and so many are not getting the right message across, that it's all about coming together and connecting. It's not about being apart. It's about coming together and connecting. It's like in the church, you know, they say we are the body of Christ. You know, you need your legs, you need your arms, you need your, you know, these areas that you need to prosper others and to bring them in. We are actually being used as examples to help those out there that think that, okay, if I become this and I become that and cuss at everybody and do these things, you know, and get that money, you know, that's what it's really all about. But not to depend on what's on TV. You know what I mean?
But it'll be ill-gotten gain.
Exactly.
If you walked over everybody to get it, now what?
Right.
Now what?
Now
you know,
what?
Okay, I walked over Eric, I walked over Shebra, I'm more close, I want to be now, but now what?
Right.
You know, so, you know, there's greater joy to me in, you know, in sowing into people's lives than there is receiving.
Amen.
Because when you get a chance, you know, just like this past Saturday, you know, I was shooting something at the University, a college symposium at the University of California, Riverside, and I met a young lady who's a tremendous doctor. She's a podiatrist here in Orange County.
Yes.
And I'm going to add her as my medical correspondent.
Wow.
And man, it has made her day. You know, she wanted to do something like this, and she was like, you just never know how God is going to win.
Never know.
How he's going to put people. I was like, I'm not Good Morning America. I don't have a budget, but what I will do is give you the experience, and I will, you know, I will mentor you and show you the ropes of television. And I've been at this in TV since 1986, professionally. So I've been on this battlefield for
a very long time.
And,
wow, that is a blessing.
You know, working at CBS, the NFL Network, NBC, the Reels Channel, DirecTV, and then of course having my own show for 9 years on the Word Network. So
I am so proud of you.
I've gotten more about TV than a lot of people know about it, and even with my museum, when I'm planning on creating this Emmett Lewis Till, Mamie Till Mobley humanitarian library and museum here, and a media museum. So part of it is going to be more of our Afrocentric history, and then also I'm planning on a media museum, so that like the 9 Emmys and Golden Mike Awards that I got here from CBS,
my gosh,
I'll never even display them.
We're gonna have to put you back on. We're gonna have to put you back on for another show. Because you got a lot going on there. I said, we're going to have to put you back on for another show. We're getting ready to get off, but we just want to let everybody know that we are speaking to Eric J. Chambers. He's Dr. Eric J. Chambers, and we are at www.KEPXRadio.com. I just want to say I thank all Facebook for joining us, and we gave you the information. Now, don't forget, we will have this on YouTube. And you guys can go back over on OChea Studio, boutique.com, and look at the beautiful video that we will have. But this was a phenomenal. Eric, we want to thank you, Doctor, for coming on this lovely show. We had a wonderful time giving people a lot of input. Thank you for joining us today, Eric. God bless you. And I'm looking forward to seeing you again.
Thank you so much, Shebra. You know, he'll make a way for you, and he'll make a way for me. Right?
Amen. All right. We'll talk to you soon. I love you. God bless you. God bless all Facebook, and thank you for joining. Bye-bye.
Sounds like a winner. Bye now.